All right, all right. Welcome to the show. Back engaged and enraged back in this. How we doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing,
Fantastic.
Dan?
Doing doing good, buddy. Friday night, chilling.
Friday,
Uh,
fascist freak out.
yeah, you know, just trying to recap on the week's craziness on Friday night craziness.
Bro, I'm just here for the beer, man.
Just nice, man. You gotta be here for the beer, bro.
Just here for the beer. Yeah, we're stirring some shit up tonight. It's Friday night. It was a bit of a firecracker for a day. In the news out there. Hopefully, you had some relaxation happen today. Some good vibes or some good feelings.
Yeah, I mean, I was being dad today, taking care of taking care of
Oh
the
hell yeah,
boys. So
that's the best.
I had a good dinner. It was a good day. It was a good day.
Nice,
Learned how to play a little bit of Minecraft. It was fun,
dude.
little
Minecraft's pretty lit, man.
um the little guy wanted to challenge me to what was it? An Ender Dragon. He wanted to see how fast both of us. He was on his Switch, I was on the Xbox, and we could see how fast we could kill the Ender Dragon. I'm like, I don't even know. I don't even know how to even begin getting to where they. So
Right.
I just ended up building a shelter and learning how to do that kind of stuff. So that was
Yeah,
fun.
there's a little bit to do to get to
Yeah.
the old dragon.
So
Owen
yeah,
would probably be the guy to talk to.
yeah. He's Mr. Minecraft for sure.
Yeah, he's a Minecrafter.
Yeah. What about you, man? Good
Well,
day.
I
Good day.
spent the morning working on that video. Um, Dropped a video earlier in the day. If you want to check it out, it was Elon. Elon holds his first Doge cabinet meeting. It's pretty. I think it's pretty funny, but you know, art is always subjective and in the eye of the beholder and whatever. But I thought it was pretty funny. My wife thought it was pretty cute. We're not always like doom and gloom, even though the world is doom and gloom. That's why I'm trying to be a little more be a little more lighthearted. We could talk a little Schadenfreude right now, and talk about that coin, Trump's coin, because that's
Oh.
causing some heartache in the heartland for MAGA. MAGA.
Yeah, you mean the
Fucking
meme? Yeah,
goons.
I have become
Yeah,
meme
the
or
meme.
something? I've
I have
become meme.
become meme coin.
Hear meme scream, hear meme roar. Yeah, we can talk about that. Here we
Yep.
go. Let's see. Let me get my shit together here. Sorry, guys. That's not what I want. All right.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ooh, look
Sam
at you.
Cedar.
Official Sam Cedar. My
Oh no,
my
my worst
worst
fucking nightmare.
Where's fucking nightmare? Oh no. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. So meme coins. Yeah? What we got here? Trump supporters lose 12 billion
12
as
billion with the B.
as president's cryptocurrency collapses. Rough, dude.
So he's scammed 12 billion more. I mean, he's already spent 4 years in the off season while Biden was president, scamming the hell out of these people. No wonder they didn't have no money for eggs.
Eh,
They're so busy
no.
buying the Trump shoes and the Trump
Watches.
cologne and the Trump watches and the hats and the flags and the shorts. I'm sure
The
there's like
ornaments, the
throw
NFTs.
rugs, and of course you got to have
Uh,
pillows.
what I mean, honestly, like, what is he not selling
For real.
at this point?
You could buy a piece of the United States for the right price.
Oh yeah, I wonder, is he still selling pieces of his suit that he was wearing when he got shot at in the ear
Fart, fart, fart.
that they never released a medical
I'd like to see his
uh,
ear. It
report
looks
on that one.
looks fucking fine to me, man. I don't
Mm,
know.
interesting. So anyway, so Donald Trump supporters have lost more than 12 billion in a month after the value of the president's cryptocurrency collapsed. $Trump, a so-called meme coin unveiled on January 17th, 3 days before Mr. Trump inauguration, it has lost more than 80% of its value since its peak on the 19th. So it peaked out only 2 days after it was unveiled, and it's been losing ever since.
And
Um,
Trump owns 80% of that shit.
well, and
Eighty
now, yeah,
percent.
and so I think it says it in here, but he did so like technically he has lost money on what he's got in there, but he made so much money from fees, trading fees, and all this other shit.
Yes.
He still made out like a motherfucker. But so
But that's what I'm saying though, as far as like it being scammy, like he owns 80% of it. So like
yes.
he has full control over it. Like anything
Uh,
that thing does, one way or the other. So like when you think of like Bitcoin, like the part of Bitcoin that retains its value is like the original creator created an account, a Bitcoin account where a shitload of it is in there. You know what I mean? But they think he's dead. So like that wealth is just in there. You know what I'm saying?
right.
That it's in there. It's always going to be in there. Like even they're mining out like the other portion of it. You know what I'm saying? And that won't even be able to be completely mined out for like another a long stretch of time. You know what I'm saying? Like not like thousands of years, but like for a bit it won't be mined out. And as it gets closer to that point, like it gets harder and harder and harder to mine because you have to do all the computations that came before, and it just takes a lot to
Hmm.
get that last bit of Bitcoin. Whereas here, Trump has that portion of it. So you're basically trusting Trump to not use that
Yeah.
money.
Sell it.
I don't know. That seems like a big ask to me. So if
Yeah.
it's losing money because he's
So
removing it.
yeah, so let's see.
He's
Let's read
sucking
on
it
here.
out as
So
fast as it probably can.
y-
It probably has some fucking, some guy fucking
well, I think
old
he's got a
boy hooked
hold
him
on
up
it
with.
though. He's got to hold it for like 3 months or something like that. So
I'm just
um
saying, I know there's some kind of criminality there, dude, because like
oh
he's the
no, there's
criminal in
definitely
chief, dude.
there
There's
well, so
criminality going on.
I don't know if you saw it, but or if you folks have saw it, but on Voidzilla's
Voidzilla used to
YouTube.
be CoffeeZilla, but now it's Voidzilla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he interviewed what's his name? Hayden, who was involved
With
with
Malay and shit, right? Yeah.
yeah, he was involved with the Libra coin, Melania coin, and the Trump coin. And he himself, like this is a big guy in the industry, or whatever however we want to
In
define big
crypto,
guy,
right?
yeah, like whatever the fuck that means, because he's just like a bro. He's a young bro
He's a
dude
player.
guy.
He's a player in there. Let's just put
Um,
it. Yeah.
he in there. he straight up admits that like the whole concept, the whole idea of these meme coins, in his words, quote, are dog shit. Meaning, and he says it, they're all just scam. They're just a scam.
The
That's
only
it.
people that are making money off of it are the sharpshooters. You know what
He,
I mean? Like
yeah, he did an analysis and he says in there that like with the Trump coin, you literally have to have bought within the first 2 hours of
exactly.
it being
And you
unveiled to
almost need
make
to
money.
know that it's coming out and be on it the second it hits.
Exactly.
That's how
Exactly.
these guys make, that's what they're talking
Well,
about, like
well,
the
what these guys
degenerates or whatever,
are
like
doing this before it's even like released or
exactly.
unveiled. They're doing
Exactly.
all the shit beforehand.
Dude, people were buying into that shit way beforehand, because they were buying their share of the cut of the scam. You know what I mean? Just remember, Trump has 80% of it.
Right. Well,
They could,
and
it doesn't like, look at it like this. That is just like a vehicle to lend credibility to something that you want to be illegal. So they could have gave Trump any fucking, just name numbers, right? Any amount of money, and then Trump could be like, okay, that's 5%. Boom, here you go. It's purely arbitrary. It could be any number. Okay, I'm gonna give you $50 million. Okay, boom, that's 5%. I'm gonna give you $75 million. Here's 5%. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like the Saudis could be like, we're going to give you $1 billion. Okay, here's 5%. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. It's just a vehicle. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it could be any amount. It could be literally any amount, because if you got it on the back end in the 80% in the pool that's supposed to be not traded, it doesn't matter. It could be any, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It doesn't fucking matter. Like you could
yeah,
just be like, whatever, and then it shows them tacitly in the market, like the 20% that's being traded, which probably not even all 20% is being traded. You know what I mean? Because if there's any kind of mining of the coin, they'd be mining that 20%. You know what I mean? So it's just like a very minuscule amount, even though that minuscule amount could be a huge number. It's because that's the scam. It could be anything on any side, sort of.
do we have? Do they have a ticker for that shit? I forget.
Like there's definitely like transactions and coins, and you could check the chain, and like I am not disputing that, but what I'm saying is like
Yeah. No,
they
yeah,
could
yeah,
give him physical cash, you know what I mean? Like, or just like be like tell him, be like, yeah, I'll give you $1 billion, you just give me a fucking wallet account and I'll send you a Bitcoin. And then you just give me whatever amount in this fucking stupid meme coin of yours. And it doesn't matter. It's like it was a bribe. Doesn't matter if the coin does good or it does bad. It's not real. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
just like it's
It's just all
fucking
nonsense.
it's just a non yeah,
It's a
exactly.
well,
It's a bullshit.
it's like you said, it's like it's a vehicle, it's a way to just extract wealth from just normal people that aren't in on the scheme. That's all it is, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is, man. Because you have to be in order to fucking make the money. And the crazy thing is like go listen to the interview on Voidzilla. He talks about it, dude. They are sniping what they call sniping. They're sniping their own coins when they're releasing them to avoid other snipers coming in, but then the snipers come in anyway, so then they've got to pull out. I mean, it's the whole thing.
And
Like
rug pull,
honestly,
right?
like when you listen, like when I listen to that interview at Voidzilla and that guy's talking about this shit, it is so full of just nonsense ass jargon. like, oh, I gotta, we gotta snipe the liquidation pool, and then we gotta release the funds on the back end to resolve the floor chamber of the, the 10-year bond. It's just like, dude, you guys are scamming, dude. I know you guys are saying a lot of words, and you're talking about like moving money around and stuff, but like all you guys are doing is scamming. There's nothing of value here. It's
They're
all
scamming
nonsense
and scamming people. The argument is like, well, we got to scam them before the other scammers come in
and
and
scam them.
scam people before we scam them.
Exactly.
So we need to scam as many people as possible in the very beginning of the coin. That's why coins always like skyrocket right off the bat, because people are dumping money in.
Yep.
And as they're dumping
Right.
money in, people have already bought a shitload. So that initial little spike right there, that's the degens. No, no, the one even further back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That one,
Yeah,
that
this.
one going up,
Right.
like in the mid, all the way up to mid range. That's like the degens. All and like the scammers buying it up. So they're going from like it's dirt cheap and they're pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, and then the rest of the fucking schmoes start getting in there. Like, so keep going up. You see how like it has that first peak?
Mm-hmm. This
That's
one?
the degens. Yep.
Yeah.
All the way up, even the next one up. Boom, right there. That's all degen. And now the schmoes are getting in where it dips right here. And then as it goes up, that's all the schmoes buying and the degen selling, right? And
Yeah.
now the degens are gone.
Yeah,
And
and
all
everybody's
this
like,
is
wait, what?
whatever.
Wait, what? Everybody's selling? Wait, no, what? This shit's
Exactly.
crazy. Oh no, it's not what I thought it was because the guys
Right.
fucking
And
scammed us.
it's gonna stay around there. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, it is ridiculous. And so, like, I guess the point here is just like you and I, we're on the left. We're progressive, social democrats. We didn't buy any of these fucking coins, did we? Did you?
No
You didn't.
Democrats were really hurting us.
And then the
Because you
other
know what,
thing about,
I was actually really into crypto, and I thought it would be, it's like, okay, like, money at some point is going to evolve, especially now in the digital age. Like most money is digital, it's not even physical anyways. So I was like, okay, this makes sense. Well, electronic money is not a foreign concept. Digital, like your credit card, a debit card, whatever. You pay your bills online on your phone. Okay, makes sense, right? Except it got hijacked by the very people that crypto was kind of invented to circumvent. The fucking banksters, the fucking Wall Street guys, that you know what I mean? Like, and now it's like, dude, it's literally it's a joke scam now at this point, because it's like if you fall for it, it's like falling for the Nigerian like uh Prince scam,
yeah,
like, oh hey, if you get with me and send me a little bit of money, I'll get my I'll get my kingdom back, and I'll get all the wealth that my father, the king, left. It's like, hello, this is a fucking hello, this is a scam, man. But it wasn't, like, I don't think like, but to be clear, like, I don't think Bitcoin is a scam. You know what
well,
I'm
no,
saying? Like,
no,
I
no, no,
don't
no, no.
think, but
That's
like
different
these
than a meme
shit
coin, though.
coins, yeah,
It's
these
different than a
meme
meme.
coins, it's 100% like when they talk about the risk involved, like, like stocks, and they talk about like, like, or then, you talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, stuff like that. Um, there's a risk involved for both, you know what I mean? And like on a different, they're at different levels on a scale. But then when you talk shit coins, like if you don't know hardly anything about crypto, which it's already hard to understand, but then you like go into like the deep end where this is like the scammiest of the scams, and the only way you make money is by like being in on scams and knowing 100% how the scams work, so you can like scam the scammers. Like if you're trying to buy crypto with like your credit card and shit, like CoffeeZilla was saying, dude, like you don't even know how to buy into crypto.
Yeah.
Stop.
Right.
Don't. Turn around and back the fuck up, because you are about to lose your ass.
I mean, how many has there
You're
been
about to
at this
lose your
point?
ass.
I mean,
I
you got the
mean,
Hakua girl
right.
scam, the Melania, the Trump coin, the Libra, the Atom. The other day I heard about the Atom 22. There was one that was just happened just recently within the
I mean,
week.
I
Um,
never had any like serious cash in there. Like I had like uh I only put in like a few $100, but the thing is I made a shitload of money. Not like 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 not like retirement money, but I made like multiple times like what I put in, because
yeah,
I hit,
but you were
mm,
also investing in years ago
safer stuff and
and
years
in
ago. Yeah.
safer stuff. It wasn't these meme coin
I
things.
was not in any
You
meme
were in
coins
and you
except
were a
for
little
Doge.
more.
I was into Doge, but then after I made, it was like I bought, like, full disclosure, I bought Doge the day before fucking the co-president Elon Musk first tweeted about Doge, and then it fucking sent the price like to the moon, and I made money off of that. But it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like I turned like two or $300 into like 700-800 bucks, and then like I turned that 700-800 bucks into like 1,700 bucks, and then I like took money out and I like bought my wife a sewing machine because it was pandemic time, and like she already knew how to sew, but her sewing machine she had was like really old, and it was like a piece of crap. Not a piece of crap, but it was just old.
Yeah.
So I bought her like a new sewing machine, and then I bought myself some stuff and still had money in there, and it went up, and then like the market fucking dumped. And I where I should have just sold it all, it dumped out. And then you know what? I ended up making like break even on the back end, but like off of a couple $100, I made, I don't know, like 16, 1,700
Yeah,
that I
and
pulled out, but then I was like seeing how many like right wing people were really like attracted to it. People talking about like crypto, liking crypto, but also being like flat earth people. Excuse me.
oh man,
Sorry.
oh man,
Ex-smoker here, but they catch me every now and then, them wild coughs. But like, if like people that think the earth is flat and surrounded by like an ice wall are like extolling the virtues of crypto, it makes you like have a long ponder on like the validity. And then it was like it just seemed like, especially like when the images, what the hell were those things called? Oh god, I can't even think of the name of it now. We even
NFTs.
yeah, we tried to like understand NFTs and shit too, and it's just like, again, it's like what's the use of it? What is it used for? It's like it's not like a token. It's like there are uses, and things will eventually come around to make this like viable, but like we need like regulations, and like like a department like the CFPB to go in there and like regulate the shit out of it, like
Mm-hmm.
to make
Yeah,
it so it's not scammy, man. Like there's ways that they could fix it and make it function, because like digital currency makes sense, but like this shit is bogus, bro. So don't buy these fucking meme coins, and especially don't buy fucking Trump's fucking meme coin.
yeah. Yeah,
But
pretty much end of the story on that one.
yeah.
It's a scam, folks.
So
It's a fucking scam.
to segue into the next part, earlier today, um, Trump and JD and like some other schmoes were meeting with Zelensky, and things did not go too well. Like this is towards full disclosure. This is towards the end, but honestly, this is the important part. It's like I've never seen a more cowardly and weak display from a U.S. president. And like I've never seen our an ally and a friend, from in another nation be treated like this. But I don't know if you got anything to say on that, man.
Um, I just think that there's a lot of there's just a lot of hypocrisy. Like, yes, I agree with what you said, but to add to that, just like the amount of hypocrisy spewing out of these folks here about free speech and coming here to litigate things in front of the media, like that's what everybody's like. The whole point of the goddamn
That
meeting
was
is
like the
to
whole point of
litigate.
the press conference, right?
Um, and it's yeah, I mean, it's just like, why are we siding with Russia in this matter? It just doesn't make sense. And then I also, again, the hypocrisy and of Vance basically sort of calling him a liar when you have Trump saying one thing basically, that Russia invaded Ukraine, and then you have Vance who says,
Right.
uh, or oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I got that backwards. Trump says that
Yeah.
Invaded Russia, and Vance says that Russia invaded Ukraine. So it's like they can't even get it right
Exactly.
between the two of them. The vice
Exactly.
president and the president have differing views on who is responsible for the war. I mean, just let that sink in. It's silly. And again, throughout these whole negotiation, these conversation, it seems like Zelensky's not really sort of a part of it, or he's at least not like getting. It just seems
He's not
weird that
allowed to
like the
speak,
United States,
essentially.
yeah, he's not allowed to speak about it. So let's just watch it here to get into it a little bit.
You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, hi, Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal? That doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America and for the good of the world. I'm aligned with the world, and I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred, and I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way. So that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I will respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden, of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014.
2014 and 2014.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was,
he killed.
I was not here.
Yeah, but
That's exactly right.
Yes, but
You don't know.
during 2014 till
Literally, he just said
2022,
that.
yeah,
Just said it.
well, the situation the same. The people are been
Wasn't
dying
here.
on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him. Me, like a new president, in 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr.
are not
President,
strong-
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for
Have you
trying to
ever
bring
been-
it into this
Have
conflict.
you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree?
Actually,
that you
I
have
watched some
problems
videos.
bringing people into your military?
We have
And
problems.
do you think that it's
I will
respectful
answer.
to come to the Oval Office
I
of the
will
United
answer.
States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know that.
bless. You
Don't-
will not
you
have
gotta-
a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on this
position to
question.
dictate that.
That's exactly
Remember
what
this.
you're
I'm not
You're
dictating.
in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
You
We're
will-
going to feel very
you will
good.
feel influence.
We're going to feel
I'm-
very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the very
bad position,
beginning
and he
of the
happens
war.
to be right about
From the
it.
very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a good
Brown,
position.
I was
You don't
saying
have the cards right now. With us, you start having
not
cards.
playing
But
cards.
Right now, you
I'm
don't.
very
You're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War
What you're-
III.
what you're
You're
speaking about?
gambling with
What you're
World
speaking
War
about?
III. And
Yeah.
what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country.
I'm
That's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said
very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once? This
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania
Oh,
and
man.
campaigned for the opposition in October.
It's like a fucking
Offer some
mafia
words of
shakedown,
appreciation
dude.
for the United States
What
of
are you
America
speaking about?
and the president
He's-
who's
he's
trying
said
to
thank you
save
many
your
times, man.
country.
Get the fuck out.
You
Overwhelmingly,
think that if you will
repeatedly.
speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can.
not speaking loudly. He's not
Yeah.
speaking loudly. Your country's in
You're
big
all
trouble.
speaking loudly.
I
What the
answer?
fuck are you talking
You've done a lot
about?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this.
I.
You have a damn
We-
good chance of
we are
coming out
staying-
okay because of
Mr.
us.
Fuck's
President, we are
sakes,
staying
dude.
in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350 billion.
You
We
voted
gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
What are you talking
and your
about?
men are brave, but they had to use our military.
What about you
If
speaking?
you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me.
equipment,
Was it-
You invited
listen,
if
me
you didn't
to-
have
listen.
our
Don't touch
military
him, bro.
equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course,
Maybe
yes.
less.
It's going to be a very hard thing to
What
do
is he talking
business
about?
like
Maybe
this.
less.
I tell you.
What the
Say
fuck is he
thank you.
talking
It's been
about?
years,
I said it all
dude.
the time,
Accept that there,
same
accept
to
that,
America.
Maybe
accept
less.
that there are
Maybe less
disagreements,
what?
and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong.
Wait.
We know
You
you're
picked
wrong.
the
You see, I
fight
think
with
it's
the
good for the
motherfucker.
American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's
I
very
understand.
important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running
I
low
know.
on soldiers.
Because
Listen,
Russia
you're
is
running
trying
low on
to take them
soldiers.
over.
It would be a damn.
But why are they
then you-
dying?
then
It's
you
because
tell
they're
us,
being
I don't
fucking
want a
attacked, you
ceasefire. I don't
stupid
want a
piece of
ceasefire.
shit.
I want to go, and I wanted this.
Fucking Nazis, dude.
If you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're
I
saying
said-
you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
That
what
wasn't
this
with me.
means. It
That was
wasn't
with
with you.
a guy named Biden who was not a smart person.
This
That
is
was
your,
with,
this
that
is
was with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mark.
What a
Mr.
fucking
Ross.
joke, dude.
I'm sorry.
It's going to be a tough deal to make.
That's a look
Because
at their
the
fucking
attitudes
little
have to change.
WWF fucking
The
belts over
attitudes.
there.
The attitudes.
What did Russia bring
What
to
is Russia
the
giving up,
talks?
by the way?
What is
What is Russia?
It's a heated conversation right
What are you
now.
saying?
What
She's
did
asking,
Russia
what if
bring
Russia
to
breaks the
break
ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now?
But they have
Okay?
broken
What if they
ceasefire
broke it?
many
I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me.
But what-
Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony.
Ugh.
That was a phony Hunter
What the
Biden,
fuck,
Joe
dude?
Biden scam. Hillary Clinton, Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat scam, and he had to go through that, and he did go
Fucking-
through it. We didn't end up in a war.
Are we back on the
And he
rally?
went through it. He was
Are we-
accused of all that
Are we in a
stuff. He had
rally?
nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom.
Laptop? Are you just
It
gonna
came
say-
out of Hunter
Are we gonna
Biden's
get
bedroom.
electrocuted by
It was
sharks or something?
disgusting. And then they said, oh, the laptop from hell was made by Russia. The 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam. And he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff.
Poor
All I
Putin.
can say is this.
Poor
Obama
Putin.
and Bush, and he might have broken
He's
them with...
fucking crying
He did,
for
maybe he
Putin
did.
right
I
there,
don't know what
dude.
happened.
Are
But
you
he didn't break it
fucking
with
kidding me?
He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're
Sure.
out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful.
They're not,
And
though.
that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest. That's
Just-
not a nice thing.
Because Trump wants
All right,
all of
I
his
think we've
the
seen
rights
enough.
to their
What do you
fucking
think?
minerals and all this other shit.
This is going to be great
With
television.
absolutely
I will
no
say
fucking
that.
guarantees that they'll stop the war
We'll see
or
what we
stop
can
an
do about it.
invasion or do anything. They're just like, hey, we want your shit.
Yeah, it's like
Sign
you
it
want,
or-
you would want to take it with some
We'll see. I don't know.
I just want to kind of see the chaos here.
They also let a member of TASS, which is a Russian state media correspondent, in on this. They can't allow the Associated Press in because they're biased, but they allow Russian. Here, you're hearing that correct. Russian state media. Why would they allow the Russian state media to be there? Oh, maybe it's almost like this was completely fucking staged. Do you know what an ambush is? That's what just happened. That's what just happened. Fucking, they completely fucking blindsided this guy. And then they had the nerve to say that he was being fucking disrespectful. Like I said, dude, this is just like accusing a woman of being provocative and wearing provocative clothing
When she
as a
got raped.
justification for doing something horrible to her. And I'll leave that to your imaginations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, that's what JD Vance just did. And then Trump over there, Mr. Big Balls president, fucking swinging his fucking little tiny mushroom dick around, acting like he's real tough, tough talking our friend, our ally, dude. It's like just like he fucking shits all over Canada, shits all over Europe, shits all over fucking Mexico, El Salvador, Panama, Greenland. But
Pretty much
do you hear a
everywhere
fucking
except for
word? He was
Russia,
fucking in
China,
there.
Hungary,
Yeah, dude, he was in
North
there fucking
Korea.
polishing Putin's knob. Oh, Putin was really, they made us go through because me and my buddy Putin, they put us through the ringer together, saying all this mean stuff that wasn't true. Fucking absolutely was true. I've never seen anybody say that shit wasn't true. Where has anybody fucking disproven any of that shit?
Well, I mean,
Just
wasn't
like he ain't on the Epstein fucking tapes and shit. Come on, bro. You were so bad that Epstein fucking spoke for about you. And gave an interview to a guy for 20 hours about how fucking horrible you were. Jesus. Yeah.
so? Yeah,
The original agreement.
yeah, the Budapest memorandum. They gave up their nukes. And it was broken, right?
Yeah. Because they went in and they fucking took over Crimea and then did some bullshit where they're like,
Russia
yep, there you
breached the
go.
Budapest Memorandum in 2014 with its annexation of Ukraine's Crimea.
Crimea.
As a response, the US, the UK, France provided Ukraine with financial and military assistance, imposed economic sanctions on Russia, while ruling out any direct interventions to avoid a direct confrontation with Russia.
He's setting us up for dude. He's talking about World War III but you know what? He's setting us up to be with the fucking Axis powers, essentially. You know what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we gonna do now, Trump? So we're gonna abandon Ukraine because he kicked him out after this, kicked him out of the White House.
Mm-hmm.
Trump did after this fucking meeting, kicked his ass out.
Yep.
So basically the deal's fucking done. We could watch Lindsey Graham fucking bend over backwards here in a second and gobble down on some fascistness. But dude, it's just a disgrace. So he's aligning with Putin. So what? Then is the US gonna start take the sanctions off Russia? Start doing business with Russia. So you get where I'm going with this? Oh, now we're buying Russian oil. So if Ukraine sinks a tanker with Russian oil that was about to be bought by the US, you know what I'm saying? Now Ukraine attacked, our goods.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now we got to put, warships of our own to protect Russian tankers coming over here, or their grain or whatever else they haven't been selling, vodka. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. It's like, why are we fucking aligning with them fucking guys? For what?
Mm.
And this isn't going to make the price of groceries go up or down. All this war talk. I thought Trump was the one that didn't start any wars.
Was that the art of the deal we just saw there?
He's really good at giving up completely. That's essentially what he's doing. Look, it's a real hard problem, and I'm an old fucking guy. I just want to golf. I don't want to think about this stuff. I don't know. What if a bomb fell on their head? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Who cares when it started? I don't know. It's been going on a long time. Let's stop it. Let's make a deal. I'm a fucking deal, but I'm tired, but I want to go get my pudding.
But for real though, like, so tell me, like, is it free speech when Donald Trump tells somebody when they're talking that's enough? Or that's enough, be
No.
quiet? Or I've heard enough from you.
That's
Or,
his attempt to be a big, strong, fucking tough guy. Because
but it
that
seems
should
like the
only
value of,
dude. If he didn't have any of that, if he didn't have the presidency, if he wasn't the president, he's not a tough guy. You're an old guy, dude. Get it through your head. You're not tough. Ain't nobody gonna fucking be afraid. Nobody's afraid of your old crickety rickety ass, man. I'm half your age and I feel like ass just walking down the fucking stairs. Don't act like you're tough, dude. What's tough when you speak is the power and the might of the US government, the
well,
US
yeah,
people,
the
and the military, which
yeah.
all combined is our stuff. You were supposed to be representing us, motherfucker, not the other way around. We don't
Mm-hmm.
just do whatever you want. Where is Congress? Why hasn't Congress done a fucking thing, though?
They're
One way or the
just
other.
spineless fools up there.
Dude,
I think they've basically just given up their power to Trump and Musk. They're like, we don't
war
really
is a
care.
bad thing, but like arbitrarily saying, well, you know, both sides in the war are bad because they're in the war is juvenile. Is a juvenile thing to say and to think. If for okay, one second. If Canada came down and seized Michigan and Wisconsin and some other states, in Trump's view, what we should do is make a deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we got attacked, our land was taken, our people were killed, our resources were taken away. Are we aggressive? Are we the aggressors? We got attacked.
According to Trump, we would have been the ones
Who's in the
aggressors.
right? Who's in the wrong in this situation? Canada
According,
attacked us, took our land, killed our people, and then said, "We're staying here. We're not going to leave. We're taking it. It's ours now."
yeah.
So
I mean,
we're the fucking bad guys. Is that what
right.
you're saying, Gabe?
Right.
Is that what you're fucking telling me or you're asking me with your of fucking course there's corrupt shit going on when there's a war. Of course. That's the business of war.
Mm-hmm.
What we're saying is that when you're attacked by a country that's way fucking bigger than you, way more powerful fucking than you,
Yep.
you are the victim. Ukraine is a victim. They've already fucking broken away from Russia once, gave up their nukes for the fucking possibility of being safe. They had a shitload of nukes. They could have defended themselves from Russia indefinitely with those nukes.
Right.
They gave them up because we, along with Russia and some other fucking countries, assured them, the Ukrainian people, that we would back them and Russia would not invade them. And Russia fucking broke it. And you know what? We backed them. And now we're like, oh, you know what? We want to take your fucking resources, not give you one fucking guarantee that we're going to stop the war or even attempt to stop the war or do one fucking thing to help you. We're just going to take your resources and recoup this money, this fucking mysterious money that Russia should be fucking paying because they're the goddamn aggressors, dude. Yeah. They're the ones who started the goddamn war, Gabe. You stupid son of a bitch. How can
Yeah,
you fucking come in here and be
it's
like,
ridiculous.
oh, sometimes the wrong choice is the best one? How fucking stupid are you? Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here, Gabe. Bye bye. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Go watch something else, you bootlicker. Fuck out of here, dude.
Man, it's funny.
Oh my
Um,
god, man.
Yeah, so let's see what Mr. Graham
Jesus.
has to say about this meeting. I mean, it's just
Bye bye.
again, it's just a disgrace, dude.
Go watch
It's just,
somebody else, dude.
I mean,
Fucking.
even
I'm sorry. I don't want to treat our chat like that, but don't fucking come in here and say some stupid shit like that, man. Come on. Have some respect
well,
for
we
yourself.
got somebody in chat down there,
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what's happening. That's not what I wanted to happen.
huh?
Can't, there we go. Here we go.
But yeah, man. I mean, it's silly. It's just even it's so like even if you wanted to take the approach of like, hey, Russia's Russia, you're Ukraine, we're the United States. We don't really have anything to do with why you guys are fighting. You know, like
Right.
if you wanted to take like just be like, look, and I'm not saying this is the right approach, but like he could just be like, hey, you know, you guys are fighting, you really need to figure it out. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he is actively like trying to push that Ukraine is like the aggressor, the enemy that needs to just like come to grips with losing your country,
Right.
which is just crazy. You know, again, he could just take the approach of like, I'm going to kind of stay out of it and we're just going to kind of withhold our funding for this war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not what he
ridiculous,
wants.
dude.
He wants all of it. He wants the, like you said, he wants the mineral deals, the economic bullshit from it, and with no guarantee that they're actually not going to get invaded. It's just crazy, man.
Exactly, dude. You know, sorry to anybody else in the chat. Sorry I got heated, but you know what I mean? Like that, I mean, just think about it, man. Like that's the same as like you're saying like someone who's a victim of a crime is equally in the wrong
Yeah,
in said crime.
right.
That is so ignorant. That's just so fucking ignorant, man. And like, we're not gonna let that stand in our fucking chat, man. You got to go. All right. Hopefully you learned something, Gabe.
Let's see what old childless cat lady has to say here.
I think complete, utter disaster.
Correct.
I've been to
Was a
Ukraine
disaster.
8 or 9 times since the war started.
Why would Lindsey Graham go to a country that is so aggressive towards Russia? Like if they're so like just downright evil and just aggressive, why would he go there and hang out with them?
I understand the consequences of Putin's actions against Ukraine. I appreciate what the Ukrainian people have done. They fought like tigers. At the end of the day, I was hoping that this minerals deal, which would be transformative in the relationship, would go over well. I talked to Zelenskyy this morning. Don't take the bait. President Trump was in a very good mood last night. Somebody asked me, am I embarrassed about Trump? I have never been more proud of the president. I was very proud of J.D. Vance, standing up for our country. We want to be helpful. What I saw in the Oval Office.
Stand up for our country. What? Again, like, what did Zelensky say that was like against the United States? I'm not like all he was basically saying is like, dude, like Russia is the one that invaded us and started this whole nonsense. I don't understand. I just really don't understand. Like, I'm not trying to play it just like stupid, but like, just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, in one breath, he's saying, I understand Putin's actions against Ukraine. The Ukrainians have been fighting like hell, like tigers. They've been standing up to Russia. But Trump wants to say that the Ukrainians had invaded Russia. That they're so it's like, he's like they're all talking both sides of the thing here.
This was disrespectful, and I don't know if we can ever do business with Zelenskyy again. I think most Americans saw a guy that they would not want to go in business with. The way he handled the meeting, the way he confronted the president was just over the top. So I think the relationship between Ukraine and America is important, vitally important. But can Zelenskyy do a deal with the United States? After what I saw, I don't know.
We had a problem with the stream, guys, but we're back.
You just had lunch with President Trump.
What's up, buddy?
We had a little issue with the stream, but we're back up and running now.
A little technical.
What did he say to you about
Yeah.
his interactions and whether he thinks
He was shocked.
Sorry about that, guys.
He was very upbeat. I told Zelenskyy, we'll talk about security guarantees. We'll talk about ceasefires and how the war ends. This is a process. You have a new relationship with America, a $500 billion, half a $1 trillion deal that President Trump is proud of, that gives us an interest worth defending. Let's talk about the positive. But he was terrible at Munich, Zelenskyy, and I think he has made it almost impossible to sell to the American people that he's a good investment, that he is a good business partner.
Last question. Senator, hey, one at a time. One at a time. Christian Daytime. Christian Daytime.
Thank you. Do you think President Zelenskyy needs to resign to resume these peace talks?
He either needs to resign and send somebody over that we can do business with, or he needs to change.
Do you
Thank you.
It's not a business, man. It's not a fucking business. People's lives are on the line, dude.
Yeah, like, do business with.
And then nobody's
Russia-
ever accused anybody of being disrespectful. Like, he wasn't being disrespectful. If anything, it was completely the other way around. They were disrespecting the shit out of him. And why?
Is he allowed to voice his concerns and his opinion and his thoughts? Like, because I thought that was the whole like basis and idea of free speech. Adhering to free speech is and
Isn't that what Vance was talking
litigating
about?
things. Like, when you am I in a different world? Like, when you say we're gonna litigate things, that means that like people make arguments, they create defenses, they go back and forth, they have a dialogue
Right.
about positions and about arguments and about facts and data and evidence and things. That's what litigation is. So like for Vance to sit around and be like, well, you can't come here and litigate this in front of the media. It's like, that is what we are fucking doing. What are you
Exactly.
talking about, dude?
Exactly.
I don't understand it. So like, again, and what Vance is really saying, when you like get away from just like the surface level of it, is he is suppressing Zelensky's speech. He's not allowing him to litigate it. They kicked him out of there because they got all fucking butthurt that he was speaking out the situation. He was giving his opinion, his viewpoint, what he was speaking and litigating the damn thing. So
They're just giving his side. He wasn't even litigating anything. He was just like stating correctly. Like, it started in 2014 when Obama was president, and then boom, you were the president the whole time, and this was going on. And
Yeah.
then Biden was the president, and it was still going on, and now you're president again, and yeah, it's still fucking going on. So it's like, another good thing to think about is like, if Russia pulls out and goes back to their country, they lose this war. Okay. If Ukraine pulls back and stops the fight, they lose their whole fucking country. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They don't just lose a war, they lose their fucking country, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the difference. That's the difference I'm talking about. Like this is not a equal sided war.
Yeah.
And most wars, I hate to fucking break it to you, are never justified on, you know, one side or the other, but usually one side is more fucking wrong, usually. Because one side is invading the other. And it doesn't matter if it's for resources or for some kind of fucking, um, the leaders said something mean to each other, which we've had fucking wars for that too, you know?
Or yeah, racist ideologies or whatever the fuck.
Exactly.
Christian or religious um whatever, religious reasons,
Right.
So I don't know, man. That's my thoughts on that shit. It's like,
I just thought it was very disrespectful of our president and our vice president to speak to, because it's not like Zelensky has any pull over here. He's just the president of Ukraine. But it's like he is a victim, man. He's over here fucking begging for the survival of his country. He's not over here begging for money like he's enriching himself. Like, oh, he's so rich and shit that he doesn't, they were fucking making fun of him, like not wearing a suit.
oh god, man,
That's
that
how
shit pissed me off,
elitist
dude.
fucking Zelensky is, man. Oh, do you even wear a suit? Asking someone in the middle of a fucking war
Was
why
that
they don't have some fancy clothes on.
was that
Like, how out of
Marjorie's
touch are these fucking? Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene's girlfriend.
Oh yeah. I'd love to ask that guy why does Musk wear a child to the Oval Office? Why is he never
His human shield.
why is never Elon Musk never wearing a suit? He's always in there with like a black hat on, t-shirt that says like tech support.
High on drugs, which last time I checked, you're not allowed to be on drugs as a federal employee.
Sunglasses inside. I mean, get the fuck out of here. And the hypocrisy with these folks.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Off the charts, bro. Off the fucking charts.
Well, I don't know.
The hypocrisy, like it's so bad, dude. And you can see it on Zelensky's face, dude. Like he's already there eating crow, having to fucking just like having to fucking endure being around these ghouls. You know what I'm saying? And have to fucking grovel and beg, which I don't appreciate. I mean, I don't like that. People have to do that. But I have nothing but respect for the man for doing so. He's doing it for his fucking country, for his people, dude. Like they're like, oh, he's just begging for what? He's begging for the life of his fucking people, dude. They're being murdered on a daily basis, man. They're like, oh, well, why don't they just have some fucking elections? Well, because a lot of the fucking people are out on the fucking front line fighting.
Yeah.
It's hard for them to figure out who the fuck's still alive since so many people have been killed. They have issues and shit with their electrical and whatever because they get bombed fucking every day from fucking kamikaze drones and shit like that. And then not only on top of that, like there's they're in a state of emergency. They're in the middle of a hot war, and you want them to just like group up and go to one or two a couple locations in the major cities and fucking vote when there's fucking bombings going on. Like, come on, guys. If we're in the middle of a war, like we don't usually switch elections like we do here because like we're not, when we go to war, it's not like here.
A little over.
It's somewhere else, you know.
Yeah.
It's somewhere else. That's why
Right.
people are so detached from it. They don't experience the vets come back here. They experienced it, and you know what? Look how they get treated, man.
Mm-hmm.
Our heroes, man. They fucking just shit on those people.
Yeah.
Most of them are fucking homeless.
Yeah.
And
they're
now a lot of
cutting
them
all the
that were
money.
doing good, they just fired them from fucking their government jobs.
Yeah, and they're cutting all the VA spending. Yeah.
Yep. But these guys, they back to blue and they support our troops, right?
Right.
MAGA.
Right.
Fuck off out of here.
Well, yeah. I don't know, man. Crazy. Well, I think we've been at it, man. We've been at it. We've enlightened you on our thoughts of the whatever you want to call that, the craziness.
Whatever,
that
yeah.
was that I don't know what that was. It was like a berating. It wasn't like it wasn't
The mafia shakedown,
litigation.
dude.
It wasn't I don't know what the fuck it was.
It was
But
not diplomacy, dude. That was
it
not diplomacy.
was not that. No.
You know, like another good example is like when you work in a job and you're gonna have words with one of your employees, say you're the manager or whatever, you don't go out and have fucking words with your employee right out in the middle of like the workplace where everybody can hear it and
Yeah.
have a fucking big blow up. And then I would say, let's use that situation and now put it in a context of like a high stakes meeting with world leaders where geopolitical giant geopolitical forces are at work, wars are being fought, and they're in there talking, airing their grievances right out in front for everybody. You know how weak we look now? Putin's fucking chuckling it up, man. He's like, there's my boy Donnie just drove a wedge between them. Now they're cut off. It's just them in Europe now.
Yep.
That's my boy.
Yep. Time to take it.
Yep. Well, thanks for joining us. Except for you, Gabe. Fuck you, man. You suck.
No, well, so enlighten me. What was going on here? Like,
I deleted.
can't see.
Well, when I banned him, it deleted. He basically was making the argument that they were both wrong, both sides, Russia and Ukraine, and then said that sometimes the wrong choice is the best choice. Like making a bad deal is better than an even worse choice, which is losing your whole country. And then what? You're fucking you're refugees. Or you have to learn to be Russian again.
So like, okay, so if Trump wants to get this mineral deal, basically he wants the economic benefit of like extracting these minerals and what have you.
Right.
Without giving a guarantee that the war or that the war will stop or that he will get aggressive with Russia or that we would get aggressive with Russia. So basically he's like, unless you start giving us money and giving these minerals, like you're going to lose your country, but if you do it, then I'm okay with the war going on as long as we're sucking money out of you. I mean,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, he's
he
basically
doesn't have
saying
any
like,
fucking
I'm okay
leverage
with the
over
war
Russia.
to just like, well, yeah, because it's gonna continue. So he's like, okay, now we're getting the minerals and we get to feed the military industrial complex.
Well, he can't. The reason that he can't give Ukraine any fucking guarantees is because he can't tell Putin to do any. I know, you know. I'm telling fucking dumbass out there.
Gabe over there.
Gabe,
Yeah.
Look, if Trump could just go to his buddy Putin and be like, "Hey, man, I need you to stop this war, at least while I'm in office,"
Yeah.
Or until I become king, and then we'll do something else. But like up until then, I need you to just play ball with me,
Right.
and I need you to look like not the tough guy this time. All right, I'm gonna flex my muscles. And then if Putin pulled out, you know what? I would almost even fucking give Trump a little fucking pat on the back and be like, damn, that was almost smart.
Mm-hmm.
You manipulated somebody, or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? For
Right.
some in the right way for a change, or something. But it's like Putin is in the bad spot here. He's the aggressor, and he can't win this war.
And he's been at it for three years, right?
He's
Well, I guess
he
for
has
longer
killed
than
so
that.
many of his own people, dude. Like, if you guys want to know, like, you can find videos on YouTube that will show you exactly how Russia fights wars. They throw people into the meat grinder. They're like, hey, there's a bunch of mines up there. Let's run some fucking tanks and a bunch of people through. That'll clear it out, and then we'll go through.
Fuck, man.
Hey, we got soldiers fighting there. Oh, well, that means that there's enemies there. A rocket barrage. Fire a shitload of rockets over there. That's how Russia fucking fights wars, man. It's we throw out as many fucking bodies at you as we possibly can. And it doesn't matter if they die. We just keep churning more, more, and more. You don't believe me? There's whole fucking hours worth of documentaries that explains it perfectly. You can go watch fucking histographics or whatever. Go watch it. Like, don't trust me. Do your own research. I've done it. I've watched the fucking videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's it's not this childish thing that you guys think it is, man. Like, war nowadays is completely asymmetrical. It's nothing traditional. It's all fucking done with drones. I mean, goddamn, you could take tanks. I mean, everything out with fucking drones, dude. Like, they're not fighting a normal war.
Right.
That's why Ukraine is, quite frankly, kicking Russia's ass right now. Like, they're still in a bad spot, but like they've killed a lot of fucking Russians in their
Mm-hmm.
country.
Right.
As they should. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, if someone breaks into your house, are you making the argument that you don't have the right to fucking defend yourself and you should just fucking lay down, let them take your house and shit? Come on, man. I mean, this shit is not hard to fucking understand.
Yeah.
Okay? It's
For
not
sure.
hard to understand, man.
It really is.
Quit making it so fucking difficult, dude. All right?
Right.
That's probably the game's probably one of them fucking Second Amendment, stand your ground guys, or whatever. Well, when it's your home, you are, that is your right to fucking defend your home. That's your castle, man. Like, whatever. My feelings about guns and shit aside, whatever, that is your right. I'm not going to say anything about that. That's fine. But that's, Ukraine has the right to defend their fucking homeland. Fucking goons coming in, fucking stealing and killing and raping their fucking people. I mean, it's not hard to understand, guys. Like, don't make it that fucking difficult to understand. It's easy.
Well, and you can take a side on it and understand. Like, you can be like, yeah, clearly Russia is the instigator here, and they need to fucking back the fuck up. Straight up.
And you can also, at the exact same time, acknowledge that war is terrible and unacceptable.
Yeah.
And still have the nuance and understand two different things at the same time. It's like, yes, war is bad, but that doesn't mean that you just go, oh, well, it's bad, so both sides are bad. That's so lazy. It requires no thought. If you were a student in university, you would get a fucking F for that, because it is so lazy.
And you still have to like square the fact that Trump ran on, I'm the peace guy, I'm the guy that wants to keep wars from happening, blah blah blah. But like, it seems like war talk with wants to invade this, wants to take that, Panama, Greenland, you name it. They're floating around all kinds of shit taken. They want to start bombing Mexico, the cartels and stuff.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck, dude? Square that circle.
I mean,
Anyway,
Trump's
he's crazy.
talking. Trump himself is talking us into a war, but not with the way that he's thinking. I don't think he's talking into a war with our own fucking allies,
Mm-hmm.
who are probably right now thinking, "Are we allies?"
Because it doesn't seem like it.
The stability or chaos bring grocery prices down. Anybody want to answer that
or
question real
housing
quick?
prices, or better jobs, better paying jobs.
Does that get
or-
us single payer healthcare where we're not getting completely hosed by insurance companies? Does
No, sure doesn't.
what he was saying to Zelenskyy, does that do that? Causing more chaos, or is a stable, peaceful world, is that the one where grocery prices are cheaper?
I feel like the usually stability is good for the markets, I thought. Sometimes though,
Just keep going up, and they're
instability,
like,
it can make a
"Hey,
lot of profit for people that have a lot of wealth already, though.
it might be painful for the first couple decades, but eventually it'll all pay for itself. I'll be dead,
It sounds
but my
familiar.
kids will still be sucking the teat."
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's going to be
trickle
painful,
downs.
but we will have, greatness. The motherland will be restored.
This is definitely dangerous, and some of you may die, but this is a risk I'm willing to take.
Did
Lord
you?
Farquaad.
Oh man,
Yeah, this is our Farquaad, dude.
yeah, sure is.
All right, folks. I think I'm spent. I've enraged myself enough here.
Yeah, we've been engaged
Golly.
and enraged for a minute, so we'll come back and we'll
Dan's,
hit it. We'll
Dan's,
hit it again.
Dan's getting tired, and when you're tired, you need to rest, and then you're,
I was gonna say we could
take care
finish
of
off
yourself.
with this little bit from Voidzilla, but we can always tackle that another day.
We can do that.
All right.
Let's hit it. Yeah, hit me with the Voidzilla. You know what? All right,
Let's cap it off with
let's just cap it off with this, and I think that's good.
just something you guys think about from the cryptocurrency front.
Over 30 days ago, Trump launched his meme coin and ushered in a promise of less regulation for crypto. So, how's that going? Well, the crypto markets are down almost $1 trillion, and everything is much lower. Now, there's some reason for that could be explained by macro factors. I want to make the case, though, today that opening up the floodgates to scams and crime actually is not a good idea in hindsight. Believe it or not,
No, for real.
retail
dude?
investors do not enjoy being scammed and conned. Now you have the president's son saying, buy the dips. And Michael Saylor saying, volatility is a gift to the faithful, which sounds like some weird cult thing. Now, I'm
Sure
not
does.
telling you guys you should or shouldn't, suddenly believe in crypto. I'm just making the simple case. In securities, in equities, in whatever industry you're in, scams, believe it or not, are bad net overall. People keep saying like, oh, we need to deregulate all this stuff. All these SEC people have been fired. All these FBI agents have been reassigned. Oh, we don't want anyone on crypto cases. That's sort of been the attitude of this administration so far, is that we're just going to let everyone do whatever they want and sort it out in the wash. But it's not been going well. I mean, it's only been like 30 days, and it's been a disaster. So I called this out like a month ago. Onboarding millions into crypto with scams and grifts is a terrible idea in hindsight. That was because the Trump meme coin had just launched. And I saw that it had gotten sniped. Those guys had made over $100 million. But I was worried for the retail investors because this coin promised nothing, right? It's just a total Ponzi nothing, where the president owns 80% and is going to sell on you when his tokens unlock. And now you look at the price. Look at this, it's $13 right now, right?
We just we was
That's
talking
what I
about
was
it.
just saying.
In order to have captured any value, if you were holding this coin, you would have had to buy within the first basically 2 hours of launch. You understand that? Anytime after that, if you're still holding, you probably lost money. That is the successful coin of this whole season, by the way. That's the most success, is almost everyone got rinsed and lost money. You take a look at Melania coin. Even worse. Obviously, we have now figured out that Hayden Davis sniped this coin, was selling this coin. You know, there was insider trading going on. But another coin where, look, oh, we should deregulate. They're just collectibles now. What's the problem? You know, we're onboarding people into crypto. That's what people kept telling me. Oh, we're onboarding. Don't worry. We're onboarding. And it's like, okay, yeah, but into what? Into losing money? Oh, I got onboarded into crypto. Yeah, okay, so what happened? Well, I lost all my money, but at least I'm into crypto. At least I understand crypto now. That's the logic of this space. And look, there's some people who are upset that I'm going to talk about this. They're going to go, you're convenient timing, right? But the thing is, if I talk about this when things are good, people are going to tell me, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You know, look at how high the market is. Everything's going great. These cons are fine. But you have to go and assess after the fact, right? You obviously have to take a moratorium after things have gone wrong and say, okay, well, what could we have done different? And the answer is basically not launched a bunch of Ponzi's where insiders, devs, and people in the know benefit, KOLs, key opinion leader, whatever. So that's Jail Stool, by the way, I just showed you. That's the Dave Portnoy coin. He got into crypto. He also launched Greed coin. That went very well.
Jeez.
Then you have Ryan coin. This is Ryan Garcia, the boxer. Now, why do you think people launch these coins? This is almost identical to the Trump launch. Directly because Trump gave the green light to everyone and was like, hey, it's meme coin season. It's fine. Now this is all perfectly legal. You can do this without fear of consequence. So it's exactly what Ryan did.
Achievable.
The website is now down, and everyone who bought basically lost money.
Look at them,
Shocker.
man. They all look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Instant rise. The first, like you said, the first couple hours, and boom, death. And like this shit don't recover. It just stays there because there's no way to recover. You know what I'm saying? Like when you pull all the shit out, the guts out the back, there ain't nothing in there no more.
Well, and then like, you know, all the retail folk that buy in that get scammed, they're like, fuck, man. So now I'm gonna sell
some bullshit.
Well, they're holding, or they're like, well, fuck, I'll sell now because it's never gonna come back. Everybody's like, well, that was a scam. Whoops.
Shocker.
Next coin.
Same thing with Enron coin. We also know Hayden Davis was involved in that as well. Another huge scam, which was sniped. Then you have Libra token, another great coin from.
What?
That's the one with Malay and shit.
Just a bunch of people got scammed. Like it wasn't like, oh, the innovation was incredible. It's like, what are we innovating on?
Nothing.
How to scam more?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's when I realized. I was like, yeah, there's no innovation here. They're just using a lot of jargon, you know, and it's like when you obfuscate and make things hard to understand, there's a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's because they don't want you to know what's really going on, man. You know, it's like I said, I used to like crypto, and I still do to a certain extent, but like really only like crypto or like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Other than that, like I wouldn't fucking touch it.
Well, and it's almost like you said, the sort of like intentionally make it all this jargon and complex so that all the retail investors that that don't really know, or maybe I'm using the wrong term, but all the like just people that are not really, they just get caught up in it because they hype it.
Well, you got to have the hype in order to get
Yeah,
to
people to
think
buy
you
in.
gotta have.
Yeah.
That's why they use these celebrities. I mean, you gotta
Right.
have, because like if we just did a coin and we did like I don't know, grass ball, I don't know, fucking mirage coin or something, whatever,
Mhm.
whatever fucking word, ocean world coin or
Yeah.
whatever, right?
Well, you can name it whatever. Yeah.
Whatever name. Nobody's fucking gonna buy that because there's no hype. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That's why, like, when there's a boxer or a singer or a Haktua girl or Dave Portnoy or the president of fucking wherever, Nicaragua, or whatever the fuck it was,
Mhm.
or the president, Mr. Beast, whoever. It's like, there's your hype. And then they're like, there's your false sense of like it being legitimate, because you're like, oh well, if the president himself is behind this coin, it's got to be legitimate. There you go, there's your hype, there's your false sense of it being a legit project. And then by the time you even get into it or even figure out how to buy into the fucking thing, it's way too late. And then you're buying something that's dying, you know what I mean,
Right.
actively on you. It's like buying like a Dodge Hellcat and then driving it off the lot, and it's like immediately depreciates like $20,000-$30,000 or some shit.
Mhm. But I think they just use that complexity to get people to be like, well, I know I'm losing money, but it's because it's more complex than I really know, and so I need to spend more time learning about it and like trying to understand it, which is like the total opposite of what you should be
Right.
taking away from it. But like, I think that's part of it is that they try to, they try to make it like you're a part of this little club that like you're the only one that's kind of got the better understanding of like the schemes and the whatever, the
Right.
tokenization and all the stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like this little, I don't know, it's like this weird little community that whatever. It's just a scam, man. It's just a scam.
Well, and then a lot of the people on the right wing have like delved into this too, where it's like they think that Elon Musk, like, because they buy into all these crazy conspiracy theories anyways, they think like Elon Musk and Trump and these other, right wing grifters are gonna like take them to the moon, to Valhalla, and like they're gonna all get rich alongside, the like, because they're the loyal, faithful, the cult, the MAGA cult. They're all gonna, Dogecoin to the moon with the president. We're gonna buy the Melania coin, we'll buy the Trump coin and the Musk coin and the Doge and all that shit. And then when it's enough, then they're gonna be like, you know what? All the money they're saving in government, they're just gonna tap into the crypto, and then boom, we're all rich.
Uh,
No,
I
sorry
saw,
guys.
I saw, I saw how they discovered that there was a new issue with the Cybertrucks that when they were coming out, they didn't finish the stainless steel on the outside, so a lot of people were putting wraps on them, take care of the rusting issue. Well, apparently, a lot of the wraps that are getting applied. Did you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. The they typically you need to apply a wrap to that has like a finished like a
Something
polyurethane,
with a
like
coat.
yeah,
Yeah,
like a
right. A
clear
coating
coat,
on it. Yep.
and it doesn't. So like,
It's like bonded straight to the metal, man.
oh my God, this guy's gonna take
And
you to
it
Mars,
actually,
though. This
and
guy's
it
gonna
makes
take
it
you
where
to
you
Mars.
can't even, dude. You almost have to get it completely reclad. You can't even reuse that shit because like they can't clean it up. Now, and the other thing is by going with just the straight metal like that, they leave it open to corrosion and shit. So they could have just solved it by applying a clear coat to the
Yeah.
metal, it would have looked
Cheap
exactly the
fucks.
same, except the metal would have been protected from the fucking elements and not rusting
Can
and
you
shit.
imagine?
And then you could wrap it and like take the wrap off and rewrap, like
Can you imagine spending like $100,000 to $130,000 on a truck, and then you get it home and it starts rusting, and then the like company's like,
no.
well, you're gonna have to spend another whatever. I don't even know how much it costs to wrap one, but like I
Dude, they
would
don't
be
even come
fucking
with a
pissed,
fucking
dude.
spare tire. You got to
I know
spend
this
almost
shit.
$2,000 for a
Shady,
fucking
dude.
spare tire. And then if you want to have the spare tire on you, you have to have it in the bed of the truck because unlike other trucks where it's up underneath the tail bed out of the way and you can, it's not in the fucking tail bed. They don't have any space for it on the fucking Cybertruck. No, you got to carry it in the fucking trail. So it's
Well,
like, what's
but
the fucking point of having
no,
a truck
it makes
when you
sense.
gotta when you
It totally makes sense. You know
18
why? You
balls,
know
man.
why?
You
Because
can't
these
even take it through a car wash.
these
I'm sorry, go
motherfuckers
ahead.
that are buying these trucks, they ain't hauling shit in them. They ain't doing nothing. So it's like, why not throw the fucking tire back there? Shit ain't fucking whatever.
Dude, driving
It's
a
horrible.
Cybertruck around is like announcing that you've had a botched penis surgery and you're compensating. Okay.
Uh,
That's what I think, dude. Is you messed up your whammer and now you got to buy something
you messed up your
7,000.
whammer. Now you're in a jammer.
Could have had a Hummer, but now you're just a bummer.
Yeah.
Fuck me, man. Yeah, don't buy Tesla, man. Not only because you don't want to be driving around in a Nazi mobile, but you shouldn't. They're just fucking pieces of shit, man. Go buy
Mhm.
go buy a better fucking car. Just go buy a better car. There's better options out there that are electric, and you don't have to support a fascist douchebag like that. Like there's so many problems with the vehicles. Uh, why spend so much money on a piece of crap? Like and just like buying a car nowadays, anyways. Like who the fuck is doing that? They're so overpriced. Like, I mean, how can you charge someone like over $100,000 for a fucking truck? You know what I mean? Or like,
Yeah.
dude, they're selling like Dodge Hellcats. I saw one, no shit, in California. Saw this video. It'd been sitting on now, mind you, this motherfucker been sitting on the lot for 2 years. $300,000 car
Get the
for
fuck out
a
of here.
Dodge, dog. I don't
Fuck
care
out
if
of
it's a
here.
Hellcat or whatever. That's like supercar prices
That's insane, dude.
for
That's
a
fucking
Dodge.
insane. For a
Yeah,
truck.
man. No, for a fucking like a Dodge Hellcat.
Oh,
Like a
yeah.
a beefed up Charger. Like even
Why?
but like it's
300 grand though?
three
Wow.
hundred something $1,000 for that car, dude. And then they had trucks. I saw trucks like they had oh my god, what was it? Like oh my god, I forget what it was. It was like a lightning or some shit.
Hmm.
It's some kind of lightning truck, but dude, it was like $120,000 for this truck. I'm like, you're fucking nuts, man. Because it was like already a jacked up price on the truck, but then there's like dealer markups and all this other bullshit, like $20,000 dealer markup. It's like, so someone's just paying $20,000 because you just wrote it on there.
All right. It don't make no sense.
No.
It's crazy. Sorry.
Anyways, yeah, I saw that
Yawning here.
yawn. It's
Sorry.
time. All right, folks, we're gonna wrap her up. If you enjoyed what you saw, go ahead and follow on Twitch. Go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe on YouTube. Like we do this like at least once a week.
Yeah, we try to
At
make it
least,
happen.
at least for the last couple of weeks, we've done one or two a week. So, Getting more regular and stuff. Come correct in our chat, man. Like, don't come in here speaking that bullshit. You're gonna get a one-way trip to the banhammer, baby. So
We're gonna tell her how it is, man. We're gonna tell her how
like
it
we
is.
can disagree, but like you can't come in here and like talking filth like that. So sorry, no sorry. See you fucking later. You know.
All right,
This is
man.
not
It
a
was-
democracy in here. This is completely a dictatorship. We're the fucking dictators. So see ya. Anyways, we'll talk to you guys later, though.
All
All
right.
right, brother.
All right. We'll see you.